So this is a little fun basket I have of replace this with that. So obviously you have your basics. You have your plastic bags, your plastic bottles, your plastic straws. But when you think deeper, plastic razors. How many razors do we use in a year? I've had my same safety razor for 3 years. And I've heard people who have gotten them from their grandfather that have had it for 70 years. Those things last forever and will give you the best shave. If anybody here knows, those things, yeah, they are amazing. Of course, your water. And if you aren't fragile with glass, there's other options for you guys. Reusable straws. There's stainless steel. You can get a bamboo straw, you can get glass straws, they have paper straws. They have so many types of straws that you don't need to use plastic. Eating a plant-based diet could be the single biggest way to reduce your environmental impact. Based on everything I discussed with you guys earlier, eating a plant-based diet is the #1 way to go if you guys want to reduce your footprint. Cutting out meat and dairy from your diet could reduce your footprint by 73%. And then you add in all the good stuff of reducing plastic and supporting locals, and you guys are like, golden. So not only would this drop greenhouse gas emissions, it would also free up wild land loss to agriculture, which is the primary cause for mass wildlife extinction. So when we take a change, and we can get our ecosystems functioning again.
So when and why did you go vegan?
I went vegan when I was 14. I grew up in Farmtown, Ohio, and part Native American, and for me, I didn't want to take part in harming animals, and I was on a fishing trip with my grandpa, and when I realized that they actually feel pain at such a young age, I had that connection with the animals that I just did not want to take part in it whatsoever.
What would be your advice to somebody who's thinking about it, but it sounds too hard?
Try the food. Go to a local vegan restaurant. Find a friend, everybody knows somebody who's vegan nowadays, and have them cook for you, because once you eat the food and you know that it is possible, that sense of I can't do this turns into I can do this. And then also do your research, because when you have the evidence to back it up and you have your why you're doing it, that makes it more powerful.
Okay, sorry.
Well, we are a little different in that we make a huge effort to make things really healthy for humans as well. A lot of people have a lot of compassion for animals and the environment. We like to have a lot of compassion for humans, so we try to create the healthiest food available. So we have a full raw menu, and our vegan cooked menu is also vegan, gluten-free, made with whole food, plant-based ingredients. We have a big salad bar, dessert island, juice and smoothie bar. Most of our ingredients are organic, so that's our mission, is to keep everybody healthy. Hey, this is our 4th year.
Awesome. And have you noticed changes in the movement in those 4 years?
Oh, certainly. I've been in the movement for 18, so I've seen huge changes. Huge. Yeah, we were doing a lot of raw before I think the world was ready for it, so bringing in the cooked and the raw has definitely opened it up to a bigger audience.
And do you get a lot of people who aren't vegan who are just surprised at how good the food is?
Yes, every day. Every day. I'm not even vegan and this is delicious. Well, it's because you're enjoying delicious, well-made food.
And what's the importance of just having like those people come in and like shape like the way they see vegan moving forward?
Well, they see that it isn't, you know, sticks and stones and dirt and grass, and that they can really enjoy and be satisfied after a meal.
There's no way animal. I mean, I love my animals. I talk to all the birds, the insects. We don't kill anything. I think our planet has been misused and abused for centuries now, and it's time to straighten up.
Whole food plant-based is the most healthy, scientific fact-proven program to work for your health and happiness and long life without going to nursing homes. On May 7th, 2007, I turned cold, non-turkey vegan. And he says, "Don't eat me, I love you." And why would I even consider turning whole food plant-based? From 9 to 63, I was overweight or mostly obese. Some of the programs I tried over the years, Atkins, Nutrisystems, Weight Watchers, Top Fat, Fruit Diets, High Carbs, High Protein, Fem, which fortunately didn't kill me, herbs and supplements. I was still sick and unhealthy and obese, and up to 229 pounds, low self-esteem and absolutely no self-worth. And I was paying much more to go to doctors than I was for food, and it cost considerable amount, and I realized animal cruelty was a big factor, as well as environmental concerns. And I said, no way, I'm going to find another way. And in order to do that, you have to change your thinking. Eliminate all the negativity in your life, because there's going to be a lot of people out there that say, oh, you can't do that. Where are you going to get your protein? Every plant has a protein in it. Every plant's protein digests in your body to make you healthy, not to go against your body.
So tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, I have a vegan meal prep company, and this year I'll be in business for 5 years.
And have you noticed any massive changes in the movement in those 5 years?
Oh yeah, we're just growing. I was just talking to the other girls here. We have a Las Vegas Vegans Facebook page, and when I started it had high 2,000s, maybe 3,000 vegans, and now it's up to 9,000, so there's a massive growth.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what is your advice to somebody who's thinking about going vegan, but it sounds hard?
Do it for the animals. Do it for the animals, and there's no going back. Because if people do it for the health, then they treat it like the Atkins, and then they cheat. And when you do it for the animals, there's no cheating, because you don't want the food, because you know what goes on behind the scenes and what the animals go through, how it impacts health, how it impacts the environment, and I don't want to contribute to that. So that's why I do what I do, and why I hope to continue to do what I do, and why I educate people about what's going on.
And what's the importance of showing people that there's these awesome, tasty vegan options out there?
Well, for the same reasons, the animals, health, and environment. The environmental impacts are astronomical. I mean, as most of us who are in the community know. And it's becoming more and more known to the general public, too. I'm kind of stoked about that, too. The more celebrities and people who have big names essentially coming forward and are educating the general public, it benefits all of us.
So the talk is whole life living, how to live a whole life. And I work with women who are in recovery. I've been doing that for over 9 years now. When you see people heal, it's transformative. So the work that I do with these women and the work that I do with these teenagers, the realization I had was it's simple. We've been living in compartments. We've been living mental, physical. Mental, physical, we're willing our way through life. Do you know anyone who is so concerned about their physical self that they're almost self-absorbed? Anybody know anyone like that? Or anyone who thinks they're going to figure out life and make life happen for them? Anybody know anyone like that? Or do you know anyone who's so spiritual that they're of no earthly use? They can't even relate to you? There are people like that. I call that the mountaintop experience. That you're supposed to come down and give the message. You're not supposed to stay up there. There's a saying, what you're interested in is interested in you. And when we're interested in transforming our life and changing our life, we can do it. What are you putting in your mind? Now what's perfect for me here is I'm vegan. I've been vegan for over 11 years, and I started at 13 years old, giving up pork. So when I'm being in this environment, when I'm here and I see these vegan vendors and I see that they're talking about the body temple, this is the temple, and it needs to be fueled with something that's going to carry you and sustain you. Everything was created whole, including us. So whole life living is honoring the totality of us. Honoring ourselves because we are intuitive beings. And I know every individual in this room, although they say women have more intuition, I know that every individual in this room is intuitive. And when we pause and we listen, that is when we get to hear the higher call. See, none of us can settle for a life of mediocrity. And I know no one in this room can, because you wouldn't be sitting here right now. There's something in us that is calling us to our greater yet to be. It is calling us to our own magnificence. That is what we're here to do, to live in the fullness of who we are. We are not partial beings. We can do this thing called life, and we can do it in the most profound and most beautiful way. We have the strength, the wisdom, the understanding. No one's gonna give it to you. We're here to reveal who we really are. We're never gonna get it from the world. We're actually here to serve the world. We came here equipped, everyone, but the news won't tell you that. The news will give you the lowest common denominator. It'll show you what's wrong with society. It will never show you what's right.
Please subscribe and ring the bell to stay up to date on our videos. If you are not already subscribed to our magazine, you'll find the link to do so in this video's description.